Hello students, welcome you all to Sunya IAS. Welcome back to Top 50 Rapid Current Affairs starting from the month of May. This program is for the better revision of high-yielding topics from the current affairs. Each month's topics have been divided in a manner that you can revise in a consolidated form, just like that. On 21st March, we have completed economic development from the month of January. 22nd March, Polity, Governance, International Relations. 23rd March, Environment and Ecology. 24th March, Science and Technology. 25th March, Reports, Indices, Defense, Art and Culture, and miscellaneous topics. 11 to 15 of this March month, we have completed December month. And 21st to 25 will be completing January month. 1 to 5 November of this month of March. So you can go and watch all the videos on the playlist and you can revise from there. And the students who are keen to complete their current affairs in a more logical manner, they can join the online current affairs crash course, as well as the course is live in the offline mode from the 19th March itself. There the focus is what kind of questions UPSC is asking, previous year questions, and how do we approach these questions. What are the high yielding topics in an organized manner covering the 2 years current affairs. Therefore, you can definitely join from the website sunyias.com and you can put your query in the Delhi offline office for the offline course. First topic here is Pra Program. Pra Program. Now, these kind of governance initiatives are there to make the governance more and more inclusive. In terms of health, you will find, in terms of education, you will find. Okay, so in the government schemes, 3 types of questions predominantly are asked by the UPSC. One, basic, that is ministry. Second, what are the objectives of that scheme? Third, what are the beneficiaries of that scheme? Okay, and how the funding mechanism works for that particular intervention of the scheme. Here students, don't get confused. Sometimes this acronym based questions come just like Pra Program. This is by the Ministry of Education for experiential learning. Okay, it's a week-long program in which different kinds of experiences like yoga, meditation, okay, experiential learning, heritage, they will be asked to visit certain heritage. So the mentors will be from the prestigious institutions of the government, and here the students will be selected. The beneficiaries will be from class 9 to class 12th. Okay, into this ministry, the Department of School Education and Literacy will be working. Batches of 20 students will be selected. Okay, and it will provide meaningful, unique and inspiring experience to all the participants so that they can cherish the values of new India in the form of new leaders. Point is, there is another scheme named as Prerna scheme. This scheme is under Jansankhya Sthirta Kosh. Jansankhya Sthirta Kosh. This is under Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. Basically, this Prerna scheme, इसीलिए acronyms make some confusion is there with students. So, ये Prerna scheme is about delaying the marriage, delaying the childbirth and child spacing, so that population is under control and as well as the newborns are healthy, as well as the maternity health will be focused. Ministry of Health and Family Welfare में भी एक Prerna scheme है. This is a Prerna program by Ministry of Education. So, no confusion should be there. Another is Smart 2.0 program. Smart 2.0 program, new ministry we have, Ministry of Ayush. Okay, students. Basically, this program is scope for mainstreaming Ayurveda in the research and practicing teachers. Okay, in the research and practicing teachers, so that they can imbibe the Ayurvedic practices. You have seen that the first WHO summit on the traditional medicine happened in Gujarat. Okay, with Gujarat declaration. along with the Ministry of Ayush was instrumental in bringing that medicine. So we are more focused towards integrative medicines. Not we are eliminating the allopathic medicines, but integrating and complementing the allopathic medicines with evidence-based research. Here, this smart program has been launched with the NSIM. It's a statutory body. It's a statutory body, okay, as well as one autonomous body under Ministry of Ayush, that is Central Council for Research in Ayurveda Systems. This is CCRAS. So these two have launched the program, Smart 2.0 program. Basics you can remember, it is for imbibing the values of the Ayurveda in the practicing teachers. Pardon me. Getting this point? Next is PM Yashashwi Scheme. PM Yashashwi Scheme is by Ministry of Social Justice. Social Justice. It's a kind of scholarship program. Scholarship दे रहे हैं particularly OBC students को, OBC students, then economically backward students, and denotified tribes. These three are the beneficiaries. This scheme is by the Ministry of Social Justice. These three are the beneficiaries. So economically backward section students, remember कि इसके basis पे भी जिनके parents या guardian की income less than 2.5 lakhs होगी, उनको education के लिए पैसा मिलेगा. This scheme is basically divided into two components. One component is pre-matric, another is post-matric. So pre-matric means before 10th class. So 9th class और 10th class के students को scholarship मिलेगी approximately 75,000 rupees per annum, which is good amount. And post-matric, that is 11th class and 12th class के students को मिलेगी scholarship 1,25,000 per annum. So three beneficiaries are there. Okay, and this education, this money that the students are going to get in the form of scholarship is applicable only if they study in India, not for abroad studies. Okay, so for study only in India, Ministry of Social Justice, and it's a simple scheme, PM Yashashwi Scheme. Prvi Vigyan Scheme. Here it's very easy to get to the ministry of it. Prithvi means earth, Vigyan means science. So Ministry of Earth Science. देखो मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ अर्थ साइंस की बहुत सारी स्कीम्स है जिसको हम पढ़ते नहीं है. Related to, they do a lot of modeling into the atmosphere. They collect lot of data from the atmosphere as well as ocean, atmosphere, ocean, seismic activities. So different schemes are there like Across, O Smart, Pacer, Sage, Reach Out scheme. These schemes are working under different heads. To integrate all of them, Prithvi Vigyan scheme has been launched. Getting the point? It is not a new scheme altogether that has different components or it has its own funding, but it is integrating the 5 existing sub-schemes already. Getting the point? Aims to significantly enhance the research, modeling and service delivery across the crucial sectors of existing sub-schemes, whether related to atmosphere and climate change, systems and services, ocean services, modeling applications, polar science, cryosphere, Pacer research. So ये schemes का नाम जो है acronym can also come in the examination, that which ministry is working for them. Zero defect, zero effect scheme for the MSMEs. Very important scheme. Basically, previously it was launched in 2016. Now a revamped version has been launched. Revamped version is also termed as MSME Sustainable Certification Scheme. Students, exam में question आएगा, हो सकता है वहाँ पे लिखा ना हो zero defect, zero effect scheme. There may be written directly MSME Sustainable Certification Scheme. What does it stand for? First of all, right now as per the recent report, more than 23,900 MSMEs have registered on Udyam portal. देखो ये सिंगल विंडो क्लियरेंस पोर्टल है. This scheme basically entails what? By the name it suggests zero defect. It means that the industries, particularly the MSMEs, who are defecting zero, it means that they prove zero defect in terms of compliance, zero defect in terms of environmental pollution. Zero effect means that no wastage in terms of air pollution, zero air pollution, zero liquid discharge into the groundwaters. This is called as zero defect, zero effect scheme. Here energy efficiency will also be considered, and accordingly gold, silver and bronze MSME certifications will be provided. You get this point? Certification. So wherever the standardization and classification is involved, it becomes important for the examination. So gold, silver and bronze certification will be given to different MSMEs. Into this MSME, the problem in Indian economic development had been the problem of missing middle. तो हमारे गवर्नेंस का मेजर फोकस आप देखोगे इकोनॉमिक डेवलपमेंट में इज ऑन द एमएसएमईज. डिफरेंट स्कीम्स हैव बीन लॉन्च्ड, जस्ट लाइक क्रेडिट गारंटी स्कीम फॉर द एमएसएमईज, एस्पायर स्कीम, स्फूर्ति स्कीम फॉर द एमएसएमईज. Okay, this is one such scheme. It's a QCI accredited impaneled KBS. Okay, assessment that will give an assessment to all the MSMEs. QCI means Quality Council of India. Okay, so eligibility criteria, first is Udyam registered. Udyam portal पे registration होना जरूरी है उस MSME का. 3 certifications will be given. Certification के साथ आपको subsidy मिलेगी. Particular MSMEs will be promoted. Okay, micro SMEs, small SMEs and medium SMEs. Improved quality, enhanced production and reduce negative impact on the environment. जो question आया था ना green washing. So most of the industries are now turning towards, environmental friendly, but genuinely how many of them are changing? They will be incentivized accordingly. It's difficult for the MSMEs to become more environment friendly because R&D and technology transfer के cost लगते हैं, but they will be incentivized through this particular scheme. प्रधानमंत्री जनजाति आदिवासी न्याय महाअभियान. So this is scheme for PVTGs, particularly vulnerable tribal groups, implemented by Ministry of Tribal Affairs. Ministry of Tribal Affairs. Now students understand that in India approximately 8.6 as per the 2011 census, 8.6% scheduled tribes are there. Of these scheduled tribes, in 1973 Dhebar Commission gave basically particularly vulnerable tribal groups. They are more isolated, geographically isolated, they are more shy. It's difficult to get them mainstream. So for their development, particularly what we are doing, UPSC also asked the question, how many PVTGs are there? Okay, different types of scheduled tribes, if we say it is 705 types of scheduled tribes are there, out of which only 75 particularly vulnerable tribal groups are there, not 95. Okay, 75 particularly vulnerable tribal groups are there. For them, this scheme, PM Janman scheme, comprising of central sector and centrally sponsored scheme is there. Okay, and its focus is towards 18 states and Andaman and Nicobar. Which state has highest tribal population? Which state has highest like PVTGs? It is Odisha. Now here different beneficiaries will be there. 11 critical interventions, just like economically weaker sections, Pakka houses, PM Awas Yojana, road connectivity, piped water supply, for their mainstreaming into the governance process should be there. Along with it, basically 9 ministries will be involved. नोडल मिनिस्ट्री, जैसे हमारी ट्राई मिनिस्ट्रियल scheme होती है. This involves 9 ministries and Ministry of Tribal Affairs will be the nodal agency for that matter. Pradhan Mantri Adi Adarsh Gram Yojana. Now there is another scheme, don't get confuse it with Sansad Adarsh Gram Yojana. This is by Ministry of Rural Development, Sansad Adarsh Gram Yojana. Okay, MP Lads scheme is a different scheme by the MOSPI. So this is Adi Adarsh Gram. This is again by Ministry of Tribal Affairs, where central assistance will be provided to tribal sub-schemes, basically to the villages. The villages which have more than 50% of tribal population. Okay, so states with notified tribes, not all states are covered under it. So these kind of statements are there for the elimination. The development and welfare of the tribal people and convergence of various sub-schemes will be there. 58 schemes of both the center and states that have scheduled tribes component to bridge the various gaps. Pradhan Mantri Adarsh Gram Yojana, Adi Adarsh Gram Yojana. Next topic is laundromat countries. The word you must be familiar, laundry or money laundry we say sometimes, because it is about cleaning of the black money into the white money. Laundromat countries. Recently there had been an outbreak of war between Ukraine and Russia. Therefore certain sanctions were there on the Russia from the European Union, from the USA. Okay, sanctions were there on the Russia. So they were not purchasing oil directly from the Russia. Therefore 5 countries including India, Turkey, UAE, Singapore, China, they decided that we will procure the oil from the Russia. We will procure the oil from the Russia, and after that we will supply this to the USA and European Union at certain premium. These countries are called as laundromat countries. Okay, India leads them in the production. India leads the laundromat nations selling oil products to Europe. So 3.7%, China only 3%, UAE 2.9%, Singapore and Turkey. Remember the name of these 5 countries. Of course, you can easily remember India and China, okay, and Turkey. UAE and Singapore, you need to remember. UAE and Singapore are also part of this laundromat country initiatives. Particularly Turkey students relate this topic with Black Sea Grain Initiative. That was brokered by United Nations and Turkey basically. Getting this point? So Turkey is a vital component, vital country in all these. Countries that buy Russian oil to sell processed products to European countries, thus sidestepping European sanctions against the Russian oil. Okay, 5 countries are responsible for 70% of Russia's crude oil exports. Basically, they are procuring and selling it back to the Europe. India, China, Turkey, Europe, Singapore are identified as laundromat countries. Okay guys, so thank you. Keep revising the current affairs and do join the course.